I will introduce you, although you need no introductions. Pee-wee is one of the most authentic yoga teachers I've come across in my yoga career or my yoga life so far. And she is an amazing and inspiring and an endless source of knowledge. Any advanced question, Pee-wee, and she will always give you an answer. She will always have an answer. She's pretty much the oracle of yoga, modern yoga, hatha yoga, therapeutic yoga, energy yoga. You name it, she's got it. She's the queen of yoga on earth. And now she's all the way down in Bali, beautiful Indonesia, where she's based herself since the lockdown, pretty much. Pee-wee, tell us a little bit more.
Okay, so yeah, so I've been Bali since I planned to move here before lockdown because I thought that the magical island of Bali kind of fit the new direction in yoga that I wanted to go in, which is basically into the energetics, into the energy body. And I needed a place that could get people to sustain the feeling more because Bali's so green and lush. And so I've been basically developing and practicing, um, teaching people Himalayan Kriya Yoga, which is my new baby among all the teacher trainings that I've done so far.
Yes, I am in her current course, I must say. I'm completing the online Himalayan Kriya Yoga Level 1, and it inspired me to be the first to launch the community course for the Kids Yoga alumni, because it is the future of yoga. So I thought, there's no other better way to actually start a community course rather than with something futuristic. Would you tell us a little more about Himalayan Kriya Yoga? What is it? What is Himalayan Kriya Yoga?
So Himalayan Kriya Yoga is a form of energy yoga. And the whole concept is that all of the negativity that you're feeling, all your negative emotions like anger and jealousy and feeling alone, all of this is just a symptom of an energy blockage somewhere in your body. You've got energy channels through your body that bring vital energy, or let's say life force itself into different regions of your body. And if those energy channels are stuck, then you have a negative response, either physically, like you feel unwell, or psycho-emotionally. And what Himalayan Kriya Yoga does is, in the first instance, the first thing we do is we remove all these stuck and stagnant energies from your body so that life force can flow smoothly through you. And when life force flows smoothly through you, you're more aligned and connected with yourself. And that's the whole point of Himalayan Kriya Yoga. And it's been a secret practice for a long, long time. And usually gurus are quite selective about their students. And since COVID hit, what happened was that I got a message here in Bali that I should start sharing Kriya Yoga with the world and start teaching people how to teach people to do Kriya Yoga, because it works so quickly to make you healthy and happy, quicker than anything that I know of at this point in time.
Thank you. I must say it is very effective, but in the beginning it's very confusing because it's something you've never experienced before. So you're a bit like, what's going on with my body? Like, I'm very familiar with my body, very in sync with my body, because I've been practicing yoga for the past 20 plus years, but this is on another level. So it is on an emotional level or on an energy level.
Yeah. So just to add to that, we have a lot of emotions that we're holding in our body that we don't even know it's there. And the reason why we're holding it in our body is for some reason your mental mind has overridden your feelings, and you refuse to feel these things for one reason or another, and therefore it's now in your physical body. And so you think you know yourself because you've gotten used to that feeling of being stuck, and you think that's your normal. And then when you start moving that energy out of you and all these feelings suddenly are released, then you realize just what normal really is, and what you thought was normal is actually being stuck. So that's just to add on to what Carla said about how we think we know our bodies in a physical way, but how about the emotional body, or even the mind stream? Sometimes it can be a little confusing for people to be inside of themselves to see exactly what's happening.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I'm a witness of that. I can assure you guys. I don't know if anybody would have tried a Himalayan Kriya Yoga session, because I know Pee-wee initiated her Himalayan Kriya Yoga in Dubai about 2 to 3 years back. You were doing weekly
Yeah,
sessions.
in House of Om,
That's
basically.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I never attended, but when I first encountered Himalayan Kriya Yoga was in a workshop with you. You closed it with a 2 hour session, and it just blew my mind. I really didn't know what was happening to my body. It was beyond my control. It was insane. And ever since, I'm not going to say I fell in love with it right away. I'm going to be very honest. But I became very curious about it. I was very, very intrigued because I thought it was so powerful. And then we did a few more workshops. And I think, Lily, you were in one of those at Pee-wee's place over here. And then I eventually decided to join the course when it launched online. I thought, okay, this is my opportunity. The bus is passing. I'm going to jump on it. Great.
I'm glad you did. I'm so glad you jumped on the bus, Carla.
Yeah, it's so fun. I mean, it links up nicely with the work that I do on so many levels. I'm also bringing it to kids on a very
That's
small,
amazing.
gentle way. But yeah, I also do it to the pets.
It's very cute.
Yeah, that's cute. I'm just like I'm experimenting. It's part of my research. I'm seeing whether it works. I mean, so far the
Why
light.
not?
Why not? Exactly, right? Okay, here's Miss. Lily was asking. I'll show her now. Miss is always part of my experience online, right? Because she lives with me. Would anybody have any questions before we go on to a short demo? The floor is yours. Someone had their hand up. Yes, Elena, please.
Um, I'm just wondering, hi, first of all, thank you for sharing. It sounds very exciting. I'm kind of doing a bit of research into Donna Eden energy healing.
Okay.
And I'm wondering, does it kind of run with the same flow of the meridian lines and going through that, or is it different?
It's a little bit different because we work on the major channels, basically the central channel, Shushumna, and the chakras. And there are 14 other nadis that we work on. So we work on the Indian system,
Okay.
whereas the meridian lines, they work on the Chinese system. And the meridian lines we use some of the Chinese meridians for health and wellness, but we also use some of the Indian system's meridian lines that are psycho-emotional and connecting with how you see reality, like the one that goes from the center of your palm through this point up into your third eye and into your heart. And that's the nadi of receiving. So we actually receive from this nadi, and when it's blocked, you're not comfortable with receiving stuff. Like you feel uncomfortable if someone gives you a gift, for example. So we also work on things that might not present itself in the Chinese system because they are more geared towards physical health, while the Indian system is more geared towards enlightenment and self-realization. So it's, it's the same body, and we have 72,000 energy channels, and we might not use the same ones, is what I'm just saying.
Okay, we're just curious because it sounds like that energy. Very interested, obviously. And how long does the course last?
So the online course is broken up into 10 days. And the next one will be end of June. On the 28th, we start. And it's every Monday for 4.5 hours. And we record the session. So some people, they can't attend the whole thing live. So they just catch up with the video sometime during the week before the next Monday. So I try to space it because it's a process. You start clearing your channels, and then it kind of impacts you in several ways, and that needs some processing time usually.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Thank you for asking.
You absolutely need space. For the first 2 to 3 weeks, I was really having a difficult time over the weekend because the current course happens on a Thursday. So the Friday and the Saturday, I didn't even know where I was for the first week. And now I'm over it. I got through it. My body can manage it, and I can cope with it, and I'm good. And I actually feel a lot better, and I can relate to giving and receiving. I'm very good at giving, not so good at receiving, but I got better. It was my birthday in between, so I got better.
That's wild. Yeah, so basically, Himalayan Kriya Yoga is a little weird. Just to put it out there, it's a little weird. You're going to be doing, everyone now, put your hand on your head and just grab and throw. And so what are we doing? We're throwing away what you think yoga is supposed to look and feel like. Just throw that all away. Just completely throw it all away. Okay, we're not going to do any of that. The only thing we're going to do probably that's familiar to you is Ujjayi breath. Because Ujjayi breath opens your nadis, lubricates them, makes them stronger and more resilient. So yes, we are going to do Ujjayi breath, and that's about it for familiarity. Everything else is going to be a little bit on the weird side, but if you're okay with yourself, then you will survive. And basically, what I like to do for you guys is because it's the full moon in Sagittarius, and I know the full moon will hit you in a couple of hours, but I'd like to clear up the headspace because the full moon in Sagittarius is about seeing beyond the illusion. So, what is the illusion? The thinking mind. The prefrontal cortex of the brain, what it does is it analyzes the messages from the occipital lobe, from your sight. But sometimes it will override the signal because you're telling yourself what you're supposed to see. And you don't actually see reality, you only see the story in your head. So sometimes, like, your partner's trying to be nice to you and you think he's being a jerk. Like, every time I have my period, you know what I mean? So sometimes, like, our thinking mind overrides the real reality. And if we clear up the nadis in the head, we can see reality as it is and not as you think it is. And so many situations are illuminated because of that. So I'd like to do some head kriyas for you.
All right. Okay. I think we
If
have
that's okay.
another question. I saw Rukia's hand was up. Rukia, the
Okay.
Hi. I'm glad to be here with you. Do we do any practices or move our body, or it's only related to breathing?
Of course, it's a workout.
Is it
It's
similar
a workout,
to
but we don't do any asana. We don't do any asana. Maybe 2 asanas in one class. It's have you been to a Kundalini yoga class? Because in Kundalini yoga they do some dynamic.
Yeah, I tried a little bit
Not,
of it.
first of all, disclaimer, it's not like that at all, but it could be a little, you could say, of all the kinds of yoga in the world that are there, maybe Kundalini is the closest to this.
Yeah, it's, I would say expect the
Yeah.
unexpected.
Yeah. So yes, there is a workout, and yeah, you're gonna sweat, and yeah, your body will change because of it. Because when you work the energy channels, and it's not pranayama, okay? Just to nip that in the bud. It's not pranayama. Your body will change because when you make your energy channels stronger, your physical body also becomes stronger. And just to share you something, once I did 2 weeks of Kriya only, no hatha yoga, to a group of women. And one of the women, because she has a particular health issue, had measured her muscle mass before and after the course. And in 2 weeks of only doing Kriya Yoga, she gained 1.5 kg of muscle. We didn't do any workout. We only did Kriya Yoga, and she gained muscle. So yeah, it will transform your body as well. It's not just your mind and your energy body. All of these things are connected, so definitely your physical body will also change.
Awesome. Amazing. Do we have any more questions? Carla?
Yeah, I have two
Yeah.
questions. Okay, first of all,
Hi, Carla.
Pee-wee, I'm really excited to be with you again. I read on your page that the Kriya Yoga is 3 levels,
Yes.
right? So how long is the gap you're thinking to have between the levels?
Okay. So the levels are ways for me to split the content into topics. So I group all the Kriyas into topics. And what I advise, if you're doing the course for your own self-growth, then you can just do the levels whenever they appear. But if you're gonna be a teacher and teach this stuff, I encourage you first, when you do one level, teach it until you understand how it works. And then you go for the next level, because it's important for you not only to know the movements and know the routine, but really get into why is this doing this to me, and how does it work, so that I can do that to other people. Of course, I will explain it in the course, but through your own practice, through your own sharing, you will be able to really crack into the knowing of what this powerful science is about. And
Okay,
just to
thank
let you know, level 1 is online. So far, I have not put the other levels online. Level 2, I will never put online. You need to see me in person for that. I might do level 3 online though. I'm working on it. So I might do a level 3 online. And again, level 1 is about clearing all the emotions from your body. And level 3 is about heart magnetism and strengthening your auric field, because your auric field is this beautiful shield if you know how to use it. And so I might do that online.
So can you take 1 and 3 without
Yes, you can.
2?
Yes, you can. You can actually do 1 and 3 without 2. They're not really like a staircase.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you for asking.
Okay.
Thank you for asking.
All right. My second question. You're welcome. You said that was on your page on Facebook, doing the poses and it looks out of the comment that we know. So when you
Yes,
teach it to
that's
no
why I
like
made
us,
you
we
do
have no
this.
idea what it is. Then do you find some offensive? I don't know
Okay.
if it's I'm clear. because it's out of the usual, you know.
Yeah.
So,
Yes. Okay. Let
do
me
people
explain.
accept it, or
Okay.
how do they
Let me
react?
explain. I suggest, like, if they first come, you do this, remove what you think yoga should be like. And I crack jokes all the time. I say, this is going to be the weirdest thing you've ever done in your life, but you tell me how you feel afterwards. Because usually, yeah, it looks weird. You can laugh at any time. I'll laugh with you, and that's perfectly fine. Now, check how you feel after the class. And you know, I'm not, you know, what we don't want to be is too serious anyway, and to have a good laugh is actually really healthy for you. And you know what I mean. And that's just the way to approach it, you know. Yeah, it's weird, but it works. Basically, and that itself has a lot of charm, and they're going to tell their friends, oh my god, I just did the weirdest shit ever, but it works. Oh, you have to try it. You know what I mean? It's a really interesting hook.
All right. Thank you, Pee-wee.
Totally is. Thank you. It is an interesting hook. It's just, honestly, it is expect the unexpected. Would we have any more questions, or shall we go into a little bit of an experience of what it is? Are we good to go? Awesome.
Okay.
I'm putting up on our chat our social media accounts, and when the course starts, and then I'll also add when our following course starts, so that you guys are all put. Okay. Floor is yours, Pee-wee. Off we go. Yay!
Okay. All right. So we are going to stand up. So make sure you have a place where you can stand up. Okay? Every now and then I'll come closer to the camera to show you specific things. But I just want you to press your feet into the floor and stretch your spine. Your left hand will be facing up, and your right hand will be facing down. And you're going to close your eyes, and I'm going to send you energy through your left hand, and you're just going to breathe it into your heart space and through your spine. And as you exhale, you're going to push your palm closer to me and send the energy back. Okay, so you're going to visualize yourself breathing in through your left hand and breathing out through your right hand. Let's do this for a few moments. Ujjayi breath. Inhale from your left hand. Exhale from your right hand. And I'm just going to chant Om 3 times. And just imagine that you're breathing in the Om from your left hand, putting it in your heart and spine, and exhaling it back at me. All right. And now I want you to shake your body and wiggle and breathe Ujjayi, or exhale through your mouth and just wiggle for 10 seconds just to shake up your nadis. Think of all the parts that you're stuck in, and you're just kind of wiggling them to get the energy channels moving. There's no technique in wiggling. Imagine you're 6 years old. Everyone close your eyes and just wiggle where you feel stuck. It might be your foot, might be your butt, it might be your head. Wherever you feel stuck, it might be your arms. For 10, just do a all over wiggle. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. All right. So the first thing we're going to do is something for brain fog. Okay. And what you're going to do is you're going to tap the top of your head. I'm going to come closer to the camera, but you're going to stand up for this. Okay? And you're just going to tap on the top of your head. Bring your tongue down and pull your eyes up and exhale all the fog from your brain like this. So you're standing up, and if you want a little bit more, you can hop on your toes and say, and imagine you're exhaling all of the fog from your brain. You can tap on top of your head, in the front, on the sides, on the back. Allow your fingers to roam your head, and you're tapping away all of the sticky thoughts, all of the fog in your brain, all the confusion, all of the tension. So let's exhale 10 times. Deep breath into your brain, exhale. Keep roaming your brain with your fingers. 2 more. 1 more. Now drop your hands and check to see how your brain feels. The next thing you're going to do is massage. Place your fingers and massage the back of your head. Massage the back of your head and ujjayi breath. I'm going to count you down. 20, keep massaging your head. 19, 18, 17, move your legs if you want. You can bounce on your heels. 16, massage the back of your head. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, keep massaging the back of your head. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now lace your fingers and lift your chest. And then what we're going to do is we're going to twist. Exhale right, exhale left. Exhale right, exhale left. So what we're doing now is we're stimulating cerebrospinal fluid with this twist. And the reason why we want to stimulate cerebrospinal fluid is because your central nervous system is your spinal cord and your midbrain. And what we want to do is stimulate the midbrain because that's where the pituitary and pineal glands are. The pineal gland in particular is important in Kriya Yoga to be able to stimulate. All right. Release, drop your hand. Now stand tall and check to see how your head feels. Just check what's going on in your head right now. So the next thing you're going to do is take your thumb behind your ear and your index fingers in front of your ear, and you're grabbing the ear. And your knuckles are on your temples. And we're going to pretend our head is the handle of a bike. And we're just going to wiggle our ears. Okay, and head might move a little. Now inhale into your head. And you can exhale to your mouth if you want. 10 times. Inhale into your head. 9. 8. Keep grabbing your ears and wiggling. Inhale up your spine. 2 more. Release. Drop your hands. And now drop your chin and tap on the back of your neck where your neck and skull meets. Exhale from there. Exhale from your mouth. And as you tap the back of your neck, if you want, you can go into a forward bend. Put your left hand on the ground and tap the back of your neck with your right hand. Exhale through your mouth for 10. Keep tapping the back of your neck. And I'm going to tell you something for you to say. I release the fear programming from my life. Think of all the things that you got scared of in the last 2 weeks. And as you tap the back of your neck, open your mouth and remove this fear from your body. In 10, 9, continue to exhale from your mouth. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and release, rise up. All right. Now cross your arms and pull your ears outward. Let me show you something. So your thumbs are on your ear and your fingers are behind your ear. So you're pulling your ears. And I want you to look into the middle of your brain. Choice A, keep your elbows up and go exhale, exhale, exhale. Choice B, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Ujjayi breath. Keep your tongue on the roof of the mouth. Keep the eyes in the middle of the brain. 10. Exhale. 9. Exhale. 8. Exhale. 7. Exhale. 6. Ujjayi breath into your brain. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Now stand straight, drop your hands and hit your thighs. Left hand rubbing the tailbone. Right hand tapping the forehead. Inhale into your forehead. Exhale. 10 times. Release all the stagnant energy from this area that we're hitting. This is the prefrontal cortex. This is your thinking mind. So if you want your thinking mind to take it easy and not be so hectic, this is what we're doing. 5 more. Now just rub your forehead. Ujjayi breath. 5. Ujjayi exhale. 4, 3, 2. Now stop. Place your fingers and squeeze the sides of your neck and lift one elbow up and the other elbow up, opening your neck to flow. We'll probably do just one more head kriya, and then I'm gonna have a little question and answer portion. And slowly release. Check to see how your head feels now. Yeah, so we're just gonna do one more. Okay. This one is great to learn because it removes thoughts. So we're gonna do a 1 minute. I challenge you. See what's happening in your head after doing this. Your left palm will press the tip of your nose, but you're gonna use this part of your palm to press the tip of your nose and just rest your fingers on your face. Your right palm is rubbing your temples, and you're gonna wiggle your left hand and wiggle your right hand and keep your tongue on the roof and do a deep Ujjayi breath. Let's do 30 seconds, okay? So I'm going to count you down to 30. 1, 2, keep going with your Ujjayi breath. 3, and if you want, shake your legs. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, Ujjayi breath, really deep. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, stop. Drop your hands and check what's happening in your head. Now, just to make our shoulders feel better, cross your arms and press into your trapezius muscles and circle your head. So it's important to keep energy flowing in the neck. Number one cause of headache, lack of circulation in the brain. And if you go on my Instagram and you just scroll down a little bit, I have Kriya for migraines. That if you follow those Kriyas, your migraine will not happen. And go in the opposite direction. And relax. Keep your eyes closed. And check how your head feels. And that's it. Can we get some sharing maybe and ask people how they feel in their brain? What happened to your heads?
Guys feeling like
Yeah. Anyone else want to share?
Oh, that was, yeah, I see what you mean. It's totally different. I was like, and I was like, what is my breath doing? Like Ujjayi breath. I sounded like a dinosaur. I was like, I was like, couldn't focus. But as soon as I was like, what's happening here? But as soon as you stopped, the thoughts, even those thoughts just went.
Yes, because again, it's a symptom of blockage. And when you're flowing, there's no thought.
Yeah.
It just all goes away.
Yeah.
And it's so quick. It's like 30 seconds.
Yeah.
What else you need to do? That's all you need to do. It's really quick. So thank you. Thank you for that. Does anyone have a question? Let's see. Okay.
we have no more questions, no more sharing.
Okay. So I just wanna mention a few things. So how you feel in your head now, imagine that clarity, that lack of static. Imagine that in your whole body. And then you will understand how Kriya makes you feel. Okay, and usually a session is around an hour is really short. we usually do a 75 or 90-minute session. And the results of a Kriya session usually last 48 hours. So, and the reason being is because we work with the energy channels and the energy body, and the physical body is very slow because it's chunky, it's physical. And it takes your physical body around 48 hours to adapt to the energetic situation that you created. So we adapt our, like, for example, the routine I gave you for the head kriyas, that's actually going to increase the neuroplasticity of your brain. And that takes some time, maybe around 48 hours. And what you're going to find is an increase in neuroplasticity. And in fact, like, I've just come up with this COVID recovery Kriya that's going to be on my website. We filmed it a few days ago. And what's going to happen is some of these head Kriyas are included because when you get COVID, usually your neuroplasticity goes away. And so we are using Kriya Yoga techniques like the ones I showed you in order to regain neuroplasticity in the brain, which is so important for brain function. So just a little sharing about what we're doing. And it's not just to feel good, and it's not just like in the energy level. I feel my brain breathing. That is so awesome. Thank you for the feedback, Rukia. That's so cool. Yeah, and never as expected. Exactly like Carla said, expect the unexpected. So you can say your brain really is breathing because now your energy channels are open. You're getting more oxygen in there. You're getting more prana in there. And that's why it feels this way. Enjoy it. I just want to say, Carla, thank you for having me. And if you have any questions, please feel free to follow me on Instagram, Peewee Yoga First. So I'm gonna type it on the chat, and also on Facebook, you can look for Peewee Kriya. Okay, so I'm just gonna put these two on the chat, and feel free to connect with me and ask me any questions you want about the courses, about Korea, or if you want to come and visit me in Bali, it should be possible by July. And I'm gonna be here for quite a while, so anytime you're in Bali, please feel free to come down and say hi. It would be awesome to see you. Okay. So that's it. Hari Om Tat Sat, as we say to end Kriya Yoga. Thank you so much for being here and not running away when I started to go like this. Thank you.
Bye, guys.